Hi all, welcome back to my channel. No apologies, my gay life. I'm Joffrey Brett. I've had a really good day, and I wanted to do a shout out to Jasmine Johnson, professional psychic, medium, for her, and also to Liz. I'm trying to think of the name of her channel. And there was another YouTuber. Anyhow, I've had several YouTubers who have a channel endorse me and talk about the things that they have found on my channel that they find very endearing, very nice, and very helpful when it comes to budgeting, planning, and prepping food. And in this day and age, with the prices being an astronomical, historical high, can't be denied. Now, there's people who are going to say, oh, Jeff, that's not true. Prices were higher when. Well, here's all I've got to say to that. If you want to know if the sun's shining, come outside and look. If someone says the sky is falling, come outside and look. If someone says it's raining out there, just come outside and look. Get your own knowledge based on facts. That's all. Anyhow, I wanted to share that to say this. I'm so grateful to these other YouTubers and to you folks who have subscribed and comment and continue to help me build my channel. You know, I've had my channel now for a couple of years, and I've done some stupid videos. They're on there. I've done some controversial videos. Most of them I've taken off. It's been a way for me to chat, communicate, and just verbalize. You know, when you live a retired life, and many of you out there that have subscribed to my channel have done so. You know, you're retirees, you're in your better years of life. You paid your dues, and you're often left alone. Friends move on and die, acquaintances go away, we stop working, and people just quit communicating, so we spend a lot of hours alone. Pardon me. And I know that a lot of my viewers have responded to those facts. So I just want to say it's also been a great mental release for me to just get in front of my camera and just talk. And that's what I've done. I'm so grateful that you find use in the videos that I put up. And I hope to just continue to just share who I am in my life with Kevin, in my life with Koji. You know, not everyone agrees with the fact that there are people that are gay. I get it. I don't agree that there are people that are Christian. I get it, but they're there. Now, am I going to judge it? No, they're on their own journey, as I'm on mine. Now, people say, Jeff, you use that gay thing as a crutch. Oh, honey, I don't need it as a crutch. It's been a burden, trust, and I've thrown it away, cast away those things. So I'm just good with being centered with who I am. Just a good old white boy from Iowa who's now just a good old white man sitting here in the desert of the Southwest, Arizona. So I've got some great things that I'm working on, you know. I'll do a video here real shortly in regards to, we bought a washing machine today. Oh, look at my finger. That was from yesterday's drama. It's cut really deep. But I just want to say again, I'm so grateful to all of you who have watched. And I sometimes babble along, and then I edit, and I cut this out, and I take this out. So when you see a final video, you're seeing about 2 hours of videotaping, because I don't usually shut my camera off when I'm cooking in the kitchen. I just let it run. I pick it up, and I carry it to another spot and set it down. But then I edit it and put it all together, and that takes time. It truly does. But I enjoy it. I have found a workable passion of mine in retirement. I've had people who've asked me to do a video and just show you who Koji is. Do a whole video on Koji, my dog, my Akita. You know, from the day we got him, how we got him, his puppy videos, how we met his mommy, meaning the breeder, and we're still good friends to this day, and do a video on Koji. So I may do that. I've had people ask me lots of things about my past, my background, where I came from, you know, and I guess it's curiosity because they want to know who they're talking to or who they're conversing with on the other side of that camera that they're looking at on their screen. I've learned this at 68. All of us, we have more in common than what separates us. What separates us is this. You see that? It's a tongue. It cuts deeply, and it cuts lots of ways. That's what separates us, is when people let their tongue get in the way. So I'm just going to say this, and then I'll close, because I don't want it to be a long video. Because I could go on and on, child. On and on. And, you know, and a big shout out to Ruth, my nurse here in Arizona. If I ever get sick, Ruth, you're the one I'm calling. Excuse me, it's the AZ. She's the one I'm calling, my nurse in Arizona. And Ruth, who communicates with me quite frequently on YouTube, I just love to hear from them. And another one is called Woman to Woman. Now, they have a channel they're building. It's Woman to Woman Frugal Life, I believe. Type it up, you may find them. They're another great group of couple of ladies who are just getting by in life. And I've subscribed to their channel, so I learn a lot from other people as well. It isn't just about what I say is our society today. Did you know we live in a world of opera? Did you know that? Oh yeah. Listen. Me, 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 me. That's all you hear. It's all about me. That's what people think. But it's a big world, and we got to go back to the thing that cuts deep. That. So, I have learned at 68 to cast my judgments aside. Don't judge. I don't. Now, I don't always have to like everything, but this stays silent because there's no need to judge it. I think if we do a video one day too about what's it called? Improprietary actions. You know, when people are abused. I'm going to say this and then I'll close. And I think I'll do another video on it because it's very important. Now, we know that sexual abuse takes place in this country. It takes place around the world. It takes place inside families. It takes places everywhere. It takes place. But, you know, people want to shut it down, turn it away, ignore it, pretend it didn't happen, and then try to justify it, especially when it's people in the public eye. Then they want to justify it. Well, you know, but if that's when he did it, they all did it. It doesn't justify anything. It just remains the fact that it comes down to sexual abuse. So I may do a video about this one day. You all let me know what you think. My first encounter of being abused would have been probably the age of 5. And that occurred and happened probably till the age of 10, off and on, by 2 older brothers. Now, I don't speak to any of my siblings to this day. They're all half siblings. We all have different daddies. But I know who the baby mama is, our mother. But we have different baby daddies. But sexual improprieties took place in my home with 2 brothers and even an adult sister. So I was number 6 in line of 7 children. So I'm guessing it just, you know, the younger ones got groomed last. But the first time that I ever really had an encounter of being, what do you want to say? It's not abuse. To where someone thought they could have their way with me. I had just turned 16, and my employer had tried to sexually abuse me. I didn't know I was gay. I didn't know anything. I had never kissed anybody. I had never had sex with anybody. I hadn't ever even went to second base with anybody, let alone kissed at 16. I was very sheltered because of being internal. I didn't know I was gay, but I knew something was different. I hadn't even had sex until I was 22. I didn't have relationships with a man until I was 29. I'm a late bloomer. What can I say? But with that being stated, it happened when I was 16. And that really shook me up, and it really did a lot of mental screws. So anybody who's had any type of unappropriate touching and grooming, I understand. And people don't want to talk about that. They want to shove it under the counter and not believe the victims. Now, I'm not a victim, but I was victimized. I say I'm not a victim because I moved past it. It took many years, lots of therapy, and a lot of soul searching, and get rid of the filth that most of us carry if, in fact, we had been abused. So I may do a video about that sometime. Let me know what you think. And if you're not interested, I won't do it. But we all have a backstory. So that's why I always say at the end of my videos, until next time, be kind. We don't know anybody's journey other than our own. We can judge and we can assume and we can make comments about other people out there, but we don't know their journey, as you don't know mine. Even though we communicate on YouTube and I do thank you, you still don't know me. You're knowing parts of what I expose, just as I know parts of what people expose as they come into my presence of my life. So I guess I would be very right in saying, when we meet people, you have a sixth sense. You know whether or not that person will be in your orbit for any length of time. And if not, it's okay, because people come and go. Lessons are learned. We learn from those lessons. We move on and we grow from it. And I believe that's what our life journey is. So, with that being stated, again, a big shout out to all of you who have commented and watched my channel. And I've also been asked, why am I not monetized? Oh, child, that is an effort and a fun story if I ever had one. It's been nerve-wracking. Google AdSense says there's something wrong with my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel says it has to do with Google AdSense. Together they won't combine. They keep saying there's an error, but you can't get anyone on the phone. I have sent email after email after email. I finally got one in response last night that says they're working on a technical issue to see if they can assist me. You can't talk to anybody. I have tried to fix the issue. I think I know what it is, but I'm waiting to be monetized because of a glitch with Google AdSense. So if anyone has any suggestions that can help me, reach out and we'll talk, because that's what I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for Google AdSense to connect with my YouTube. My YouTube then reviews and says that we're all set. So that's what the wait is. So I'm going to close. I said I would do that a couple times and I haven't. I'm sitting outside in my yard. Isn't it gorgeous back here on this back fence line? It's a beautiful day. It's a little chilly for me at 65. I keep rubbing my hands because my fingers are cold. It's 65. If it gets below 80, I'm like cold. So I'm going to close up. And again, thank you all so very much. And I'm glad that Kevin is allowing me to get on screen with me a little bit more. He really is an introvert. And although he doesn't like to be on camera, when I show him the film later on, he's kind of grins. I can see that he's kind of enjoying it. So I'll get him on there with me a little bit more. We've had a great journey together, Kevin and I. We've had a great journey together. He is the friend of my life. He is the love of my life. He is my absolute mirror. We focus off one another and thrive. And I think that's what relationships should be. So I will bid you a fair au revoir and say, until next time, be kind. Don't forget to like, share, and keep the comments coming. I do read every single one of them, and I think I've responded. Until next time, ciao.